Obscure vintage records. So you get a DICK from eating hot cooked food, such as McDonald's chicken McNuggets, is what it looks like it's suggested here. I grew a whole new DICK. Oh, so that's how you get, that's interesting. So if Howard Chait says some people think their SHIT doesn't stink, so am I supposed to say, so do you have a DICK because you eat in front of me? I'm not supposed to say, I don't have a penis, so I'm defenseless, right? God won't help me with that. Well, that's interesting. I don't actually want to spend time with God and Howard Chait. Why aren't God and Howard Chait, spending time elsewhere? It's because I already said the greeting. I finished the greeting as much as I can. And after that, you want to know what I think about that you don't part ways with the greeting because it's over. If the movie was over at the end of the movie in a movie theater, everyone gets up and leaves the movie theater. I don't see why you don't know how to part ways with a greeting when it's over. You want me to be afraid of people in public because they don't know how to part ways with a greeting on time and on point. Okay, this is Mariah Carey. Why is she in obscure vintage records? Okay, I will get back to that maybe. Notorious B.I.G. in obscure vintage records. Okay. Fat Joe, Lean Back. Okay. Obscure vintage records. He's wrong in the nose. Oh. Right there. That's too big, yeah. 50 Cent. He has more hair here. Obscure vintage records. Uber driver sounds like Uber driver, Uber, Uber driver. Uber is when somebody orders a car that has a lighted sign that says Uber in it. It's like a taxi, but it's not a taxi. It's paid with a cell phone and a credit card, or it's never paid, if you know what I mean, because I'm still paying for some Uber and Lyft I didn't order because I don't have a cell phone and a credit card. This cell phone communication device that I'm using right now, I don't have that I can order Uber. I can't order anything off the cell phones. Yeah, I have two of them and I can't order anything off of them. Nope. How do I get stuff from Michelo? He orders and I can't for whatever reason. Obscure vintage records again. So let's start with, but what about the famous people? What is the first on the, yeah, because I would pick someone that we already know, which could be 50 Cent or Mariah Carey. Or I can start with what I was going to do, which was the snoring song. Which one am I supposed to start with? Notorious B.I.G. I don't know which one. Obscure Vintage Records is what I want to play one.
Walked into Mickey D's and ordered some nuggets. Folks say they're full of hormones. I said, fuck it. Scoffed them down quick, but I got a surprise. It felt like the right side of my dick started to rise. Went to the bathroom and checked myself out in one of the stalls. Wow, a whole new dick was growing out of my balls. It was bigger and bigger than the first one. Oh my God. I ate some chemical chicken and got a whole new rod. Eat fake meat, I got your bay wheat, one for each and your base cheese. I ate some egg nuggets and I grew a whole new day. It was bigger than my first one, it's time for 2 chicks. I ate some egg nuggets and I grew a whole new day. Checking twice as much, I can get used to this. Now I'm banging a mom and your auntie. Gift over from twins and your girl wants me. I don't know if I'm gonna run out of semen in my testicles. All I know is I thank God for these chemicals. Thank you, Mickey D's for the growth hormones. I don't it all to you the way I make these boys moan. Thank you, Mickey D's for the growth hormones. I don't it all to you the way I make these boys moan. Some of these hoes I fuck look like grimace, but I'm still busting 2 nuts every time I finish. I ate some egg nuggets and I grew a whole new day. It was bigger than the first one. It's time for 2 chicks. I ate some egg nuggets and I grew a whole new day. Drinking off twice as much, I can get used to this. I ate some egg nuggets and I grew a whole new day. It was bigger than the first one, it's time for 2 chicks. I ate some egg nuggets and I grew a whole new day. Jerking off twice as much, I can get used to this. It's been hot as hell, feels like it's getting deadly. I had to walk a hot mile to get in my Chevy. No drawers on and my sack was getting sweaty. Each weighs 10 pounds and things are heavy. Big old sack. Got in the car, I'm got stuck to my thigh meat. This always happens when there's high heat. That's really like the balls from a jet ski. This large nut really got my thigh weak. If you ever had your balls stuck to you in a thigh, put them hands in the air, wave them in the sky. Ooh, 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 my balls are stuck to my inner thigh. Ooh, ooh, my balls are stuck to my inner thigh. Ooh, ooh. It sucks so much, I think I'm finna cry. Ooh, 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 my balls are stuck to my inner thigh. Ooh, ooh, now my leg smells like my musty testes. I've tried it all, but I can't seem to get free. I tried thinking then some icy hot. A crowbar couldn't untight the lock. Goddamn, I feel my leg cramping. Got my whole mood damping. Ooh, they even move from where I'm standing. And my shorts big, musty balls cramping. Never had your balls stuck to you in a thigh. Put them hands in the air, wave them in the sky. My balls all stuck to my inner thigh. My inner thigh. My balls all stuck to my inner thigh. My inner thigh. It sucks so much, I think I'm finna cry. My balls all stuck to my inner thigh. Oh, dear Lord, why are my balls so large? Ooh, dear Lord, why are they stuck so hard? I just wanna be me again. Can I please feel free again? I can't move my so large. Dear Lord, why are they stuck so hard? I just wanna be me again. Can I please feel free again? I can't move my day. Hello, my name is Adam Ferrari, Chief Executive Officer of Phoenix Energy. I look forward to you joining us at our next investor webinar, where you can drill deeper into our 9 to 13% annual interest rate bond offerings and see how our company has become an emerging leader in the oil and gas industry. In 2024, Phoenix Energy rose. Eviction threats got me ducking and dodging the mess. But I fly like I stepped out of God's own dress and confession. My Bible waiting on that cash app, bitch. I vanish like spirit. Fly, bitch. Still the faith tight enough to slice glass with a spirit. Fly, bitch. Suit Taylor for my debtors in the preacher mode. Hallelujah. Looking over you at the FDM, trying to peep the code. Gonna screw ya. While you dumb niggas all saving half of yours. I'm giving them A-Reps my cash at the fashion store. I owe everybody, but I still look fresh. Fresh. Broke out the system, still clean to death. No money in the wallet, but my collar is pressed. Fresh. I owe everybody, every fucking mama, I still look fresh. Ain't no receipt for the sins I'm wearing with pride. Jackie Taylor so smooth it could marry a bride. Bill stacked like bricks, but my fit built better. I'm overdressed for depression, too slick for a debtor. Pull up to the pawn shop glistening, but shit gets real. Hold my chain more, no one got a bitch ass deal. While you niggas are alive with no debt, I have on my Louis belt looking fresh in the casket. Everybody, but I still look fresh. Fresh, stepping out of Section 8, like it's cans on set. Bounce 3 checks, just to cop this vest. I owe everybody, but I still look fresh. Fresh death. Yo, I'm 3 payments past the grace period, but my face looking like the Lord's interior. Shine ain't rented, it's embedded in my posture. Dress code mafia meat mixed with gospel. I ain't paid the lead, but you got that crease. No heat, no gas, but you clean your ass. My fridge got air, but you dress like a man. They cut off my phone, but you ice like a throne. Can't afford peace, but I own house dress. Yeah, I owe everybody, but I still look fresh.
Okay, so far I heard 3 songs with Hoopiness singing. And Hoopiness singing is not the same thing as a castration of a Hoopiness. That would be singing, is something like a female, right? Singing. So, Hoopiness singing. I can't afford that Hoopiness sings over his penis. That is God doing that. And I don't afford it. It's something like the male having nipples on a flat chest, and he's not a female with nipples. He's killing something about female and has nipples on the flat chest, and he sings over the nipples on the flat chest and sings over the penis. It's hysterical karma, but it's due to myself. I don't want anything to do with Charles Toe having ever been here. No, I don't know him from Adam. And the reason that we are not in Arizona is because the greeting occurred in Arizona, and I said no to everything. And I said I need to leave the state of Arizona because I'm in physical danger in Arizona. And he decided to pack up his physical dangerous self and follow me out of state. That's him being across state lines, according to Mr. Brown's crime and punishment or crime and criminal justice. What is it? Crime and punishment class. So Homestead High School senior year or junior year? Senior year. Mr. Brown, he said across state lines is a federal offense. So that's what Charles Toe did as an Asian person that I met in state of Arizona. I don't actually know him from being in Asia, in Singapore or elsewhere in Asia, including I think Singapore moved from China, mainland China, to Southeast Asia islands. So it's island Singapore, but I think used to be maybe originally, if you say on the world map originally, that would be mainland China, Singapore, and it's not there now. So it's true, I've not been to Singapore in either place. I've not been to Singapore, mainland China, and I have not been to Singapore, Southeast Asia to meet Charles Toe. Although I was abducted by Charles Toe, wanted to travel, and so I left the state of Arizona and went don't know where, if you know what I mean. I'm not from Arizona. It was not my plan to stay there, but it was not my plan to leave state of Arizona without telling my parents' figures where I was going. But I did not know my parents were going to be staying in state of Arizona because they're from state of Wisconsin, and why aren't they there? I know why I'm not there. They're not giving me food in my house. Well, they won't leave my house. I need to leave my house to get food. I have to alive food, and then I have to have access to the food. And that's why it was temporarily not in my house, but it's my house. I have to go back to my house. And my parents did lock me out of my house and relocated to Arizona, and I'm not allowed in Arizona because Charles Toe removed me from Arizona. I don't go back there. I never went back there. I was invited. Mom and Dad sent me a plane ticket to go fly to Arizona, but I didn't get on the plane. No. That was year 2010. So it's 2025 now, but the plane ticket they sent me was year 2010. I don't stay at that address anymore. No. But why is Charles Toe at this address? Oops, he's not here now. But I mean, his stuff is still here, some of it that wasn't removed because he wasn't here for a long time. Somebody came looking for his clothing. Do you know that somebody came looking for Charles Toe's clothing? Yeah. Do you know how they got in here? They didn't use his key to open the front door and get his clothes. So how are you allowed to take Charles Toe's clothing if you didn't use his set of keys to open the front door? I know because I opened the front door myself. So maybe Mitch Hello doesn't afford the Hoopiness singing on vintage records. What kind obscure vintage records? The Hoopiness singing about his DICK. I don't afford to say the word because I don't have a penis at all. And a DICK, I definitely don't have that. So I don't want to say the word, but it's in the song and I have to describe what I heard in the song for the camera that is on here. So Mitch Hello, he would not afford that there is such a thing as Hoopiness singing into a microphone to save himself. Does Mitch Hello want a Hoopiness to sing into a microphone to save himself and to put it on YouTube? What about in the past, like on the radio? Hall & Oates, you sing over a Hoopiness, and you're not Dong Genital anymore, and you sing the same songs, and you're not allowed to sing over your penis. Mitch Hello does not afford that you occupy the threatening that you are okay on the radio. You're okay in mass communications, all of it, radio, TV, music videos, or singing of that's posted. You can hear it on the internet. You can select it and hear what you want to hear on the internet. And you can also turn it off, right? So it's homeless to say that I think Mitch Hello is so far in the wrong, he should not come back. But I think he is so far in the wrong, he should not come back. All he is a knock-knock landlord. Well, what about the rest of you? If somebody doesn't knock on somebody, you have shunning problems. You're not allowed to shun in public. Well, if Mitch Hello has ever been shunning in public, I can't afford that he's coming around here at this time because I'm disclosing leverage. You're not allowed to shun in public. If you shun in advance of shunning, you and your God have to put you angry inside of a prison and decease the address, and you can shun after the address is deceased, and you don't have any return to the city that way because you don't know where you are anymore because the address is deceased. You're on the inside and it doesn't have an address anymore to you. It's not alive anymore for address. So that's you're not thinking about that anymore. If you think about addresses, if you listen about where you are, I can't help you. You can't shun anywhere around that you don't know where you are because then you come back and you don't know where you've been. So, God, who's running human trafficking, I have a difficult time with the traffic signals are always on everywhere I go. Who's paying the electricity billing for the traffic signals? Because you're not allowed to be incarcerated, whatever that means. You're not allowed to be a driver of a car, and then you shun as the driver of the car and the car's in motion. Then you cause a car accident. Is God going to clean that up for you? Because he is the car itself. But I don't have a key fit to a car since the year 2002. I don't sleep anybody's key fit to a car. Not mom, not dad, and not a third car in the driveway, and not Lynn Bartkiss' car coming every regularly scheduled to clean the house. I don't have any of those 4 cars that I'm parking keys to. I sleep the keys to all those cars, even though Lynn's keys are outside, but she's regularly at the house to clean it. And she comes in with her own key. And I don't know how she got a key. Did Donna give her a key? Donna would not give me a key. Do those two know each other? Donna did not give me a key. Lynn Bartkiss, Lynn the cleaning lady, before she's Lynn Bartkiss, Lynn the cleaning lady, I just have to testify that I am in deceasement here, year 2025. And Donna, she's Donna to you, I call her mom, she did not give me a key to my own house to be in there. And that means I don't know how Lynn, the cleaning lady, has a key to my house. And you use it to go in the house, clean the house, and leave the house clean. And you go out with the key and lock behind yourself. I don't know you. I didn't give you money to do that. I don't know how you got the key. I didn't give you the key. You know that. Yes, but Donna didn't give me the key to my house. That means she didn't give you the key. Oh, I don't believe that. Are you two friendly? Why didn't you leave together if you're friendly? Because it's my house. Well, let's say the only way I believe that Donna gave Lynn a key to my house is if they leave together because it's my house to them, both of them. Well, they could have gone on in public and done something else. Lynn could go into public if she likes to clean. She can clean a public building. Nope, she cleaned my house until I don't stay there anymore. I don't have a key to get back in. I'm not allowed in there. I'm not allowed in here for that reason. Yep. What is the creator ate of Lynn, the cleaning lady, and Charles Toe and Donna, who you don't give permissions for me to be anywhere? I don't have permissions to be anywhere. How can I confront you about that you don't know that each of you are 3 different people and then Dad's a 4th person? So you're 4 different people giving me permissions and you don't do that in front of each other, and it's not really the same thing to each other, to you. That you give permissions to myself. Don't you all agree that you don't give permissions to myself for anything? I know, because I'm going to die of the permissions having been revoked. This came out of my tooth. I felt it just come out between my teeth. I guess it's like from the salad I had last night. I'll just put it on the floor. It didn't come out with floss. No. I did floss. I brushed my teeth. I flossed and brushed my teeth. It didn't come out. Now it's out. Dentistry. So if you don't have to help somebody, you just don't. You know, like Lynn helped Donna to get out of my house. You just don't help her. Donna, you don't help Lynn to stay out of my house. You didn't just help her. What are you trying to tell Becky? Nobody's going to help you. You don't have anything that's yours to yourself to anybody who's not yourself. They just don't think that about you with themselves. Nobody does. They all agrees. Who are you? Well, I need to speak to the Creator who knows that that's true about everyone. I need his testimony because he's holding my property. You owe me testimony because you're not myself and you're holding my property. And then we need to find out how to give it back to myself because I am not yourself. Well, I've been alive for 45 years. Where? Well, you need to testify where. And then you have to say what's wrong with it and why you're alive that way. Well, when it's deceased, of course. You don't actually want to talk about that in alive because it's approximately what's wrong with you. Well, that's what I think. The reason I say you don't want to talk about it in alive is we don't have a place where I could be something that's mine to myself and we could talk about that in alive. Well, you left me at 0. We're doing donuts in the snow in the parking lots in Wisconsin. There's no money for Becky. You don't have money, property, you don't have any mind, you don't have any food for Becky. You don't know who Becky is. You don't know why my name is Becky. Everybody should know my name is Becky because Donna named me Becky. Otherwise, it's mutilated genitals and it doesn't have a name. Everybody knows I'm not Joel. I'm not Johl, Joel. It's not alive that way for anyone. Nobody thinks that. So it's affirmatively Becky, said Donna for the time being. Becky's the name of my overlord. Joel is the soul. Johl is the soul, Sohl. And it's my house. And I'm the Godhead. But I have genitals on the Godhead, Joel. They are mutilated, and that is how I appear this way. Joel is the Jew. So if you believe in the Jew, Joel, electricity, water. If you believe in the Jew, you are Jewy or Jewish, but Jewish is really feminine. If there is feminine, it's not. You can't have males, and females are Jewish people. They're not. It's females. If there are females, the females are Jewish. If there are only males, the males can be Jewish, but that would be only 10, not more than 10. I don't have karma to be here anymore. My genitals are deceased. My mutilated genitals are deceased. I just deceased my mutilated genitals in leverage, and I don't afford the hood because I don't have any hair to cover, and I don't shave off the hair now. I have a hood, so I don't shave my hair. I have shaved my hair in the past. I have a picture of my head being shaved. Charles Toe has the picture because he's in it. Yeah, but I don't. It could be around here somewhere. I just don't know. That's an old picture. Year 2002, I had my hair shaved off, but I have shaved it since then. In this apartment, I shaved my hair because it wasn't soft. I didn't think it was soft. I didn't like it, so I shaved it off. And I shaved it, I don't know, a few times. How many times? Maybe as many as 10 times. I was hospitalized with a shaved head, and then I reported back to the hospital that I shaved the hair again. Yeah. So Valley Hospital Behavioral Health Unit, that's where I shaved my hair and went in there. I didn't tell them I shaved my hair because my hair was not soft enough. I'll just say that here. Valley Hospital Behavioral Health floor, Las Vegas, Nevada. It's homeless over there. Charles Toe shaved my hair, but I asked him to, and I don't know if he threatens to shave my hair when I don't ask him to. Maybe not because I asked him to, and then I don't because he doesn't have to do it over and over and over again. Yeah, maybe he didn't mind. He didn't threaten to shave my hair that way. He has a Clippers, yeah. Charles Toe has Clippers that belong with the LA Clippers, Los Angeles Clippers, NBA basketball. Yes, he has the Clippers. Yeah, maybe more than one. So in heaven, it depends how Charles Toe died. He may consume that God was creating him in certain money. Would he shave my hair? Maybe he doesn't have much to say no anymore because it did not end well for him. But it is ending well for me. So I'm giving him the money that it would be if he died of the money. If you die in the money, of the money, about the money, if you die on a point that has to do with the money, I'm sure God will bless you with something of himself. But you are very many of you not understanding that you don't know what's mine to myself, and I don't really normally talk about that because there's nothing here that I can really keep. Yeah, I just wouldn't. I just don't. I don't really keep anything here. So if you don't think it's mine to myself, maybe I'm not too sensitive about that. But I do need what I need on time. So I don't want you to say that I don't have what I need. I don't want you to say that I don't have needs that you have interest in. I know that's you saying you don't know what's mine to myself, and I'm deceased right here. I don't have a connection with what you think about myself. It doesn't know. Well, I know what God is able to allow for me, and it's not really very much, unfortunately. He's murdering me out of the order because illegal to be what I am, which is illegal mutilated genitals on the Godhead. Now they are deceased.
Simple. I only pay $10 a month for my internet connection. Fast, unlimited, anywhere. Have you heard about Ryoko Pro? This is the cutting-edge portable... Yeah, baby, you know I'm a decent and hard-working man. And I'll be as hard and upstanding as I can. I'm a dignified man who has a lot of love to share. And when something needs done, you know I'm always there. But sometimes, baby, you get the hounding on my ass. Yeah, that nasty big side be coming out there, just won't give me a pass. I be trying to relax and think, maybe have myself a little drink. But then here you come bitching about how I need to fix the sink. You just won't let up as I be trying to lay on my ass. Talking some shit about needing more money for rental gas. Yeah, baby, you need to put that bitch attitude in a check before I reach the end of that rope and your face gets red. Cause baby, you know sometimes I be throwing you a slap. But every so often it just don't work and you keep on running that trap. And yeah, honey, that's what I be saying. Lord Jesus, I'm out to kill this bitch. Kill this bitch, kill this bitch. About to end my suffering once and for all. Take this bitch to the stairs and she gon' have herself a fall. Lord Jesus, I'm out to kill this bitch. Kill this bitch, kill this bitch. That cunty attitude won't simmer down. Yeah, I'm about to put this bitch down. Yeah, honey, you know we've had some special times. 15 years and you spent all mine. But sometimes a man, he just need to be by himself. Sometimes, baby, you need to worry about your damn self. Cause I ain't in the mood for that female emotion right now. And you keep hopping on my ass, I'm about to bring this whole house down. Yeah, I don't give a shit about no broken saint. But what you gonna wear to church? You keep impeding on my space, and I'm about to put these hands to work. You know, I ain't never been afraid to throw you a smack. But right now, we nearing time to go past all that. Yeah, cause I done had it up the hill with that bitching and complaining. And now, baby, you just about got me saying, Lord Jesus, I'm about to kill this bitch. Kill this bitch, kill this bitch. About to end my suffering once and for all. Take this bitch to the stairs and she gon' have herself a fall. Lord Jesus, I'm about to kill this bitch. Kill this bitch, kill this bitch. That cunty attitude won't simmer down. Yeah, I'm about to put this bitch down. Oh, baby, I know we had a lot of good years. But right now, I'm about to put you in the tears. Yeah, I know we had some real special times. But that attitude got me about ready to commit a heinous crime, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Lord Jesus, I'm about to kill this bitch. Kill this bitch. Kill this bitch. About to end my suffering once and for all. Take this bitch to the stairs and she gon' have herself a fall. Lord Jesus, I'm about to kill this bitch. Kill this bitch. Kill this bitch. That crazy attitude won't simmer down. And yeah, I'm about to put this bitch down. Ooh, baby, I know we had a lot of good years. But right now, I'm about to put you in the tears. Yeah, I know we had some real special times. But that attitude got me about ready to commit a heinous crime, baby. Yeah. Lord Jesus, I'm about to kill this bitch. Kill this bitch. Kill this bitch. About to end my suffering once and for all. Take this bitch to the stairs and she gon' have herself a fall. Lord Jesus, I'm about to kill this bitch. Kill this bitch.
All right. So he's black. And he's talking about he's going to kill somebody and kill their attitude and make them cry. It's black to do that. Charles Toe is not black. He's Asian. But he's angry like a black person because he's speaking English. And he's due to speak nothing because he's not in Asia. So what about the black singer right here was singing in English? Again, it's not paid for. He's due in Africa to speak Swahili, but he's not in order to do that. So, what to do about the racism in public? I'm about to say it's making me hungry and I don't afford to eat for that reason. Michelo is supplying more food than he can afford to this apartment. He's not holding alive on the cell phone when he's not alived by the creator of myself to move the food for myself. And the creation of myself is deceasing itself out of the food supply being hostage. You won't actually give me anything that's mine to myself out of the food supply. And I alive. I alive, all of alive, everywhere, ever, eternal. I alive, and you won't give me the food today. Well, that's you not having alive in the future. And maybe you explain that away by saying you have other reasons. You have a vast amount of reasons that you are maybe not alive in the future. And I would have to say, but you are still essentially made by God. That means you don't own yourself, that you're doing something wrong. You're at some point going to have to be with your God saying, God did something wrong while you were doing something wrong. Well, you didn't hold up your end. It's like if God makes milk in the supermarket, and let's say it arrives today to the supermarket, and it stays on the shelf for a week, and it has its post dated that the milk expires after 2 weeks. So after 2 weeks, if I have 1 gallon of milk out of all the milk in the store, if I have it in the house and after 2 weeks, I look at the expiration date that's printed on the milk, I open the milk and I smell it and it smells bad, I have to throw it out. But if the milk spoiled in the store, I would not know that because I don't open the milk in the store to check if it's spoiled. So I only know if milk's spoiled if I have it. If it's mine to myself, right? So what about all of the material things that people have gone away with, and I never had it as mine to myself, and then I never finished with it and found that it was exhausted or spoiled and I needed more off of what I had before. So you went away with keys and alive and banking, and that's why you have illegal genitals, are due outside homeless on all the points. But why are you in any keys at all? You're not allowed to use the key fit. Does the key fit in its common sense to use it? No. If the key fits, it goes to jail. That's evidence. You have to turn a key fit into jail as evidence, and you have to say, this, I know where this key fits, but the door lock of the key where it fits is still on the door. I don't bring that into the jail. That means the jail doesn't know, and you can just turn it in and see if they'll take you or not, because it's a key. There are all the possible points that you could be in a jail, and if they don't take you for the key, you have to be trespassed out of the jail to be homeless, and then you have to die outside homeless because you are trespassed out of the jail. Well, have you ever been trespassed out of a jail? Then you have to die outside homeless. That's the order. That means everybody who's not myself owes that they have been, during my 45 years of alive, you have been inside the entry of the jail and tried to turn yourself in at least once on one point. And it could be the key fit, or it could be something else, like shoplifting or something else. You could or carjacking. You could try to get into jail on a point, and then if they trespass you out of the jail, there's somebody alive in there who's not yourself, who is in the wrong with you, and when you're outside homeless, you will die. You'll die either way. You have to do it. You have to try. Yeah. You'll die either way. You'll die in the jail if they let you in, and you'll die outside the jail because they trespassed you out of the jail. And it's possible someone else could pick you up and try to put you in the jail, and that's just more complicated for you because you're really supposed to die outside homeless. So it's threatening you that you may not die exactly homeless right on time. It may take you some time. You may owe God some other things before you die outside homeless. And if you don't succeed, you're threatening God that you are trespassed out of homeless and trespassed out of the jail. And that's your problem. You're trespassed out of the jail. You're trespassed out of homeless. You're not allowed to be in jail. You're not allowed to be homeless. You're not allowed to drive a car in that scenario. You have to say no to that with yourself. You're not a driver of a car that way. The jail, if they trespass you, they're due to impound your driver's license. But if they don't, that's you not having somebody who's high enough in the order to take your driver's license away when you try to turn yourself into jail. Charlie Sheen, you've been trespassed out of a jail by yourself. That's illegal. You need to make a key and go back in, but really you need to die outside homeless. Charlie Sheen having trouble dying on the point of being homeless. Well, he's a little bit not nice. Charlie Sheen's a little not nice.
The world needs entrepreneurial leaders, and you can become one at Babson College. Gain the skills to lead, motivate, and inspire through a specialized master's or MBA program with full-time, part-time, and online. Yeah, my niggas. Put your hands in the air right now, man. Do the shit right there. Sky Star, nigga. Yeah. How did I see you, nigga? Show big pun love. Yeah. Yeah. I don't give a fuck about your faults or mishaps, nigga. We from the Bronx, New York, shit happens. Kids clapping, love to spark the place. Half the niggas in the squad got a scar on their face. It's a cold world, and this is ice. $500,000 for the charm, nigga. This is life. Got the phantom in front of the building. Trinity, yeah. 10 years been legit, they still figure me bad. As a youngin' was too much to cope with. Why you think motherfuckers nickname me Cook Coke shit? Should've been called armed robbery, extortion, or maybe grand larceny. I did it all, put the piece to the puzzle. Just as long as I knew me and my people's gon' bubble. Came out the gate on some Flojo shit. That nigga with the shot, he was a logo kid. I said my niggas don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Yeah. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. I said my niggas don't dance, we just pull up our pants and do the rock away. Hey. Now lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back, lean back. Come on. Up to the Ezzy, M to the Wizzy. My arms stay breezy, the dime stay flizzy. Got a date at it 8. I'm in the 7-4 visit. I just bought a bike so I can ride till I die. With a matching jacket, about to cop me a mansion. My niggas in the club, but you know they not dancing with gangsta. And gangsters don't dance with boogies, so never mind how we got in here with burners and hoodies. Listen, we don't pay admission, and the bouncers don't check us. And we walk around the metal detector. Ain't no need for no VIP section in the middle of the floor. you should never charge your smartphone at night. 22 years as a cell phone repair.
Okay. I am now hungry. I am ready to eat. And that will be another video. But I need to post this one, and then I don't have the light on. I need to eat with the light on. The sun went down now, and it's dark, and it's time to eat dinner, which is going to be bagels, cream cheese, guacamole. I'm not cooking tonight. The stove is off for a while. The oven is off for a while. I'm eating raw foods and threatening, but I have bagels, which are bagels. It's not really raw. The cream cheese, I don't heat that up. I'm not toasting the bagels for anyone who wants to know. That's no. So I'm going to take out the last Wonder Bagel, which is Wonder Everything Bagel. So I'll take that out. I'm supposed to do that on camera, but I'm going to say I'm doing it here. And then I'm going to say that I don't know you that way because it's due for you to make the bagel sandwiches for me, and I'll eat them. You can make them at Einstein's. You can make them... Well, who is trying to bring me food and they're not allowed to go in there and make it themselves? You don't know how because you're not a professional. Well, if you are a professional, you need to leave so you don't tie up that someone can go in there and do what you do and then leave. Because it's approximately not worth money anymore because I'm not using money anymore. So you owe that you do it for me, that you go to the restaurant and get the food for me. So bagels like from Einstein's Bagels, or even if their donut shops have bagels, I would eat that. But nobody's bringing me anything from the food establishments like restaurants and shops. Because you don't know how to be yourselves. You don't know the emergency it is for you to do that for me so that when I put you out of alive, you have some leverage out there. Well, you're pretty much out of leverage. Most of you are in outer space like stars in the space. Not stars in the sky at night. You're stars in outer space. You know, outer space where it's absolute zero temperature. Well, you have to burn up that you have stolen karma from the creator of yourself. Outer space is not created. That's the place where you're not created. And you can't have your 2 eyes, a nose, and a mouth out there forever. You have to have your God forms have been returned to God, but they're not like uniforms for work. That's God coming to get himself created your genitals. Then your little ball of light in your head stays in outer space and it's cold out there, but you don't really feel it because you don't have a head. Well, you can't put your head in outer space. I'm the reason you don't do that. I'm angry, but I don't have any karma to tell you that because you're still threatening the front door locking with that you're bringing me hostage food, that you're giving other people what's mine to yourself. You even say, you announce it, that you're feeding other people things that are mine to yourself. It's all over the internet, YouTube videos, shorts. Everybody has something that's mine to yourself. What do I think? I think that you're dangerous people, that you dare eat something that's mine to myself to yourself. And you think it's yours to yourself when you have it and you forget about me. Because it's not mine after you touch it and break it and tell me that it's yours and talk to other people about it. And you're trying to sell it to your own debt. You don't know how to be yourself. You have to be in jail and prison if you're not giving me what's mine to myself, because it's not mine to yourself. If you're in jail and prison and it's a deceased address of the prison, you don't know who I am anymore. Yeah. So your alibi that you are in alive among the 30 billion human shunts in feminine genitals or masculine genitals. Your alibi that you don't know who I am is that you are went to jail, you're in arraignment, and then you're taken to a prison upstate. Or you can drive to a prison upstate and turn your car in permanently and stay in the prison, and then God has to decease the address of the prison to separate you from the car and also to separate you from myself, because it's not in alive anymore. When you're in a deceased prison, it's not in alive anymore. There's no address on the prison. You're not around myself anymore. That's how you have an alibi that you're not around myself anymore and you're not living off of me. You can't be in public. You can't be around the address because I'm in the addresses. That's why I'm not in my house. You can't be in public. I'm not in my house. Run. Oh, well, it's too late for that, huh? So it's angry. I need it angry because I need that I'm not here anymore.